Growing a business should not be a mystery or a secret, and that's why I'm sharing Business Made Simple with you. This platform offers practical courses on everything you need to know to grow a business. Seriously. Get access to the platform at bmsu.mitchalverson.com. Go do it. You're listening to the Daily Business Podcast with your business coach, Mitch Alverson. This is the place for daily coaching because when you have a coach, you get better results. I'm going to make a statement and see if you agree with me. Here we go. Most situations we believe to be confusing are not actually confusing. What do you think? We're going to talk about it today because we're right in the middle of the value-driven professional series that comes right out of the book, Business Made Simple by Donald Miller. If you don't have the book, go to Amazon and pick it up. You can follow right along with us. This is a daily podcast, so we'll be talking about the next day tomorrow. So right now we're on page 22, 23, and 24 is where this one kind of spans across. But I love this daily entry from Don because it is so true that oftentimes in life we say, well, I'm just confused about this situation, when in reality, it shouldn't be a confusing situation. Most of the time, we know the right answer, or we know the actual thing that we're supposed to do or that we should do. Don gives a personal example of talking to his business coach, and the thing they were talking about was an underperforming employee. And Don's business coach basically said, Don, you're choosing to be confused on this because the hard thing to do that Don knew he needed to do was to let the underperforming employee go. So here's the question for us, because it's my belief, and of course Don touches on this in the book, that all of our confusion in business and in life many times is driven by fear. We're afraid of something. And so we choose to be confused so that we don't have to face that fear. Hey, if you want to know the truth, we're all in sales. Whether you're selling internally to an executive to get something approved, or whether you're selling to close a deal that means, meeting your quota for this quarter. We're all in sales. And so my question to you is, how's your sales pitch? Well, if you need help creating a clear sales pitch, on June the 10th, Donald Miller, CEO of StoryBrand and Business Made Simple, is going to do a free live stream coaching. Here's the catch. It's only for Business Made Simple subscribers. But because I'm a Business Made Simple coach, I can get you in. So here's what you got to do. Go to b3advisors.org. That's the letter B, the number 3, advisors.org/live-coaching. Fill out the form and I'll invite you to my private Zoom room where you'll get the live stream. Whew, man, that's a mouthful. Sign up for this thing and get a clear sales pitch. See you on June the 10th. So what fear is driving your confusion? There's something right now in your business world or even in your personal world that you're confused about. And I would just challenge you, what is it that you're afraid of making that decision, of confronting that situation? What fear is driving your confusion? The other thing I want to talk about here is, and Don mentions this in the book, but when's the last time you saw a highly successful person confused, especially about business? You probably didn't, right? And if we were around, most of us don't get to be around Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk or Tony Robbins, but these guys aren't confused. They are driven by clarity. And that's what I want us to do. And most of the time we're pretty clear. We just choose confusion because it lets us abdicate responsibility. So the reason we do it is absolutely fear. So how do we get out of it? Well, I love what Don says in the book, because I think this is great advice in life and when we're confused in business. He says to name it. Just talk it out. Say what it is that you're confused about and keep drilling down until you figure out what's driving the confusion. Most of the time it's fear. It's people pleasing. It's I'm going to be embarrassed if this happens, yada yada yada. So it's fear. So here's the 3 ways to squash confusion and start winning around this thing. Okay. First, name it. So let's name it. Let's talk about it. The second thing I call this counsel your friend. So here's the situation. If your best friend or your colleague at work or the person that you're mentoring came to you with this same scenario, what would you tell them to do? So this is very meta. Zoom out to 10,000 feet. Now look at yourself, go through this situation, and now counsel your friend. So you're stepping in, you're telling yourself, look, if so-and-so, one of my best friends from business school is Chris. If Chris came to me with this, I would say, buddy, this is what you need to do. No question about it. If you go that other way, it's going to be really bad, yada, yada, yada. So first, name it. Second, counsel your friend. And 3, take action. Take action. We just talked about that. I think it was yesterday. Have a bias toward action. So guys, the thing I want you to remember is that most situations we believe to be confusing are not actually confusing. We'll see you tomorrow. Hey guys, thanks for listening to the Daily Business Podcast with Mitch Alverson. If you got time, please subscribe to the podcast and consider rating and reviewing the show. That way, other people will find us. By the way, I really love to hear from you guys, so please email me at mitch@3advisors.org with your feedback or questions. Thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow on the Daily Business Podcast with Mitch Alverson.